Throughout the tapestry of existence, three ancient pantheons reign supreme, their power and influence stretching far beyond what mortals can comprehend. These divine collectives, each commanding unfathomable forces, shape the fate of worlds, ours included. Their origins are lost in the haze of prehistory, whispered about in myth and legend, yet their presence is felt with every thunderstorm, every eclipse, every moment of inexplicable wonder or terror that shakes humanity to its core. The first pantheon, revered and feared, embodies order, structure, and light. Their dominion is over the natural laws that govern the universe, time, gravity, the heartbeat of reality itself. Cloaked in regal authority, their members are the architects of civilization, the guardians of cosmic balance. When their influence prevails, the world thrives in prosperity. Cities rise, knowledge flourishes, and peace finds a foothold among chaos. Their motives, however, are not always benevolent, for order can suffocate as easily as it can protect, and their pursuit of harmony sometimes demands sacrifice. To them, humanity is both a beloved child and a fragile experiment, worthy of guidance, but expendable if threatened. Opposing their rule is the second pantheon, a tempest of chaos and change. These deities revel in transformation, freedom, and unpredictability. They are the storm that tears down the old to make way for the new, the spark that ignites revolutions and rebellion. Their followers are artists, dreamers, and revolutionaries, those who find beauty in disruption and possibility in the unknown. When this pantheon rises, the world trembles with excitement or fear. Empires fall overnight, traditions are shattered, and new ideas bloom in the fertile soil of upheaval. Yet chaos is a double-edged sword. In its wake, civilizations can crumble, and lives may be lost to the passions of unchecked freedom. Humanity, to these beings, is a canvas, ever-changing, full of potential, but sometimes treated with reckless abandon. The third pantheon is the most enigmatic of all. Their power lies in the shadows, the spaces between certainty and doubt, dreams and reality. They are the keepers of secrets, the weavers of fate, and the masters of illusion. Where the first pantheon seeks to illuminate, and the second to unsettle, the third hides, manipulates, and whispers. Their gifts are intuition, imagination, and the magic that defies explanation. They sway the hearts and minds of mortals, nudging destinies with invisible hands. In their subtle wars, the world is often unaware of the forces at play. Wars fought in the corridors of power, in the dreams of visionaries, in the quiet moments before dawn. To them, humanity is a puzzle, a mystery to be solved or a story to be spun. Always fascinating, never fully understood. For eons, these three pantheons have vied for supremacy. Sometimes, their battles are waged openly, with storms and earthquakes, plagues and miracles. At other times, their struggles are silent, felt only as a shift in the wind or a shiver down the spine. In their quest for control, alliances form and crumble, betrayals sting, and the balance of power is never certain. Each pantheon seeks to tip the scales in its favor, whether by inspiring prophets, empowering champions, or unleashing cataclysmic events. And always, caught in the crossfire, are humans, fragile, resilient, and endlessly adaptable. When the pantheons clash, the world becomes a battleground. The skies darken as the forces of order summon storms to quash chaos. The earth trembles as the agents of change rip apart the foundations laid by tradition. Shadows lengthen when secrets are revealed, and the very fabric of reality can seem to unravel. The wars of the divine are rarely simple. They ripple outward, touching every life in ways both obvious and subtle. A war among the gods might manifest as political upheaval, as scientific breakthroughs, as cultural renaissances, or as disasters that threaten the survival of all. Throughout history, humanity has responded to these cosmic battles in myriad ways. Some worship the pantheons, seeking favor or protection. Others rebel, refusing to be pawns in games they barely understand. Most simply endure, striving to carve out a sense of normalcy amid the chaos. When disaster strikes, communities rally together, drawing strength from shared suffering. When blessings fall, innovation and prosperity flourish. Humanity's greatest achievements and darkest tragedies often trace their roots to the unseen influence of these divine powers. Yet humans are not merely victims. Over time, we have learned to harness the gifts the pantheons offer. From the Order Pantheon, we draw the power of reason, the ability to build and sustain. Their laws become the foundation of justice, their wisdom the bedrock of science. From the Chaos Pantheon, we inherit creativity, the drive to explore, to challenge, to reinvent. Art, revolution, and progress are their legacy. From the Shadow Pantheon, we discover the power of stories, dreams, and secrets. Magic, faith, and intuition blossom in their wake. These gifts come with a price. Each pantheon demands loyalty, and their blessings can turn to curses when their interests no longer align with ours. The orderly gods may demand obedience, stifling innovation. The chaotic ones may incite destruction, turning progress into anarchy. The shadowy beings may deceive, sowing confusion and mistrust. It is a delicate dance, and humanity walks the line with hope and fear. As time marches on, the battles of the pantheons continue. Sometimes the world tilts towards order, and great empires rise. At other times, chaos reigns, and the old ways are swept away. In the quiet moments, the shadows hold sway, and the future is shaped by unseen hands. Throughout it all, humanity endures, adapts, and grows. We learn to read the signs, to anticipate the storms, to cherish the moments of peace. We tell stories of gods and monsters, heroes and villains, trying to make sense of forces that are both within and beyond our grasp. In the end, the wars of the pantheons remind us of our place in the universe. Small, yet significant. We are shaped by powers greater than ourselves, yet we shape those powers in return. Our choices, our beliefs, our dreams, they matter. For in the eyes of the pantheons, humanity is the prize, the battlefield, and sometimes the hope for something greater. So when the next storm breaks, when the next miracle astounds, or the next mystery deepens, remember, the gods are watching, and the fate of all rests not just in their hands, but in ours as well. The dance of the pantheons continues, and we are both audience and participants, forever caught in the swirling currents of cosmic power. In a world shaped by the unseen hands of ancient power, three pantheons rule over all existence. Each commands forces beyond human comprehension, wielding abilities that bend reality itself. They have watched over humanity since the dawn of time, shaping civilizations, inspiring myths, and guiding destinies. But beneath this veneer of divine oversight lies a ceaseless struggle, a rivalry that ignites wars, fuels ambitions, and sometimes threatens the very fabric of our world. The first pantheon is the dominion of light, beings whose essence radiates hope, wisdom, and order. Their influence can be felt in moments of clarity, in the rise of just leaders, and in the collective yearning for peace. They guide humanity towards enlightenment, their whispers found in the words of philosophers, the brushstrokes of artists, and the dreams of visionaries. Yet even their benevolence can be blinding, for in their pursuit of perfect order, they sometimes neglect the chaos that makes life vibrant. Opposing them stands the sovereignty of shadows, a pantheon that thrives on mystery, ambition, and transformation. These beings are the architects of change, stirring the currents of fate with subtle hands. They are the voices in the darkness that urge us to question, to rebel, to reshape what is given. Their gifts are dangerous, powerful, alluring, and often double-edged. Where the dominion of light seeks harmony, the sovereignty of shadows invokes unrest, believing that only through upheaval can true growth occur. The third pantheon is the circle of elements, ancient forces bound to the earth, sky, sea, and fire. They are neither wholly ordered nor chaotic, but exist as the balance between extremes. Their will is felt in the fury of storms, the calm of forests, and the relentless march of time. Humanity owes its survival to their cycles, yet we also suffer their wrath when harmony is broken. The circle of elements reminds us that nature is both a nurturing mother and a destructive force, impartial, eternal, and beyond the reach of mortal control. For millennia, these pantheons have vied for dominance, their clashes shaping the fate of civilizations. Sometimes their battles are subtle, a shift in the tides of history, an unexplained disaster, a sudden renaissance. At other times, the conflict erupts with cataclysmic force, leaving humanity scrambling to survive in the midst of chaos they cannot understand. We are both pawns and witnesses, our lives entwined with the whims of powers that see us as part of a grander game. Yet humans are resilient. In the shadow of divine strife, we adapt, innovate, and endure. Some seek blessings from the dominion of light, hoping for guidance and protection. Others bargain with the sovereignty of shadows, drawn by promises of power and knowledge. Still others attune themselves to the circle of elements, learning to live in harmony with the forces that shape their world. Our myths and legends are filled with tales of heroes and villains who rose to prominence by aligning with one pantheon or another, their choices echoing through generations. Every era brings new challenges as the pantheons shift alliances, plot betrayals, and contest their boundaries. Sometimes, a fragile peace emerges, allowing humanity to flourish. But sooner or later, the old rivalries reignite, and we find ourselves once more in the crossfire. In these moments, the fabric of reality strains, and the fate of all living things hangs in the balance. Through it all, the pantheons watch, waiting to see what humanity will become. Will we rise above our role as mere pawns, forging our own destiny amid the divine conflict? Or will we forever be shaped by the struggles of powers far greater than ourselves? The answer remains uncertain, but one truth endures. As long as the three pantheons exist, so too will the epic struggle for control and the indomitable spirit of those caught in the middle.